Hi guys, this is Alex from Trademate Sports and Odds Hero, and welcome to video 5 in our series of people who got rich from sports betting. Today I'm going to be talking about a man named Zeljko The Joker Ranogajec, who was one of the most successful sports bettors of our time, accruing his billionaire status through casinos, horse racing and Keno jackpots. The funny thing is, most people have never heard of the Joker, who resides in multiple countries, owning an apartment on 1 Hyde Park in London, where an apartment once sold for a world record sum of over 170 million US dollars. But before I go through the life of the Joker, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you get a notification every time we make a video in this series.
It is a scam when you don't allow everyone to operate on fair terms.
We are the Robin Hoods of sports betting. We take something back from the rich bookies and enable our customers to beat them instead.
Zeljko was born in Tasmania, Australia, and like a lot of professional sports bettors, he started at the blackjack table. Although Zeljko came from a poor background, a son to Croatian immigrants, his substandard upbringing taught him that no matter how bad the circumstances were, hard work always pays off. That work ethic earned him a scholarship to the University of Tasmania, where he studied banking, finance and taxation. He later transferred to a university in Sydney, where he also got himself a part-time job at the Rest Point Casino. And it's no surprise that he enjoyed that job. During his work breaks, he would try out some of the games at the casino, particularly blackjack, where he would try to learn the art of card counting. Next thing he knew, he was making a lot more money through blackjack than by working at the casino. The Joker was faced with the decision between sticking with his studies or moving over to the world of betting. And there's no prize for guessing what he chose. Soon enough, Zeljko was not only banned from Rest Point Casino where he worked, but by every Australian casino. So he reverted to some card counting trips to Vegas with a team of his college friends. This was also a successful venture for Zeljko and his team, but unfortunately tragedy struck and one of his teammates was killed in a car crash. Due to the tragedy, the team decided to split. Another problem with this gambling venture in Las Vegas was transporting the money back to Australia, with the fear that airport security would confiscate their money, thinking it was drug money. He was also barred from a lot of Vegas casinos, which meant a move back to Australia with his wife, whom he met whilst working at the Rest Point Casino, was the way to go. But he wouldn't be moving back to play blackjack. This time, Zeljko would try his hand at horse racing and make one hell of a deal in the process. Zeljko's biggest breakthrough in the betting industry was the rebate deal he struck with Tabcorp, which is a gambling entertainment group. According to a Tabcorp spokesperson, it's common knowledge that high-volume bettors are offered rebates. Experts in the betting industry estimate that Tabcorp is giving Zeljko a rebate of somewhere between 8 to 10%, which is insane. So even if he makes a small loss on a bet, once the rebate kicks in, he actually makes a profit. Zeljko said himself, "It's simple, if you bet $100 and lost $5, but you get a 10% rebate, you still make 5%. You always win. If you bet very large, and it's a pari-mutuel pool, you depreciate it so far that you end up getting under fair odds. If you fix something at $8, you get 6. But if you get a rebate, it puts you into the positive." In 1994, he actually set the record for winning the world's biggest Keno jackpot at the North Ryde RSL Club, winning a massive $7.5 million. The funny thing was, it cost him over $7.5 million in wages to win that. Reportedly during that week, he bet an average of $1 million per day. Another fun fact about Zeljko is that he even managed to send an Australian betting exchange bankrupt after giving out such huge rebates to the Tasmanian. As I mentioned earlier, the Joker has had a lot of success betting on horse races. For horse races, he uses sophisticated betting systems, similar to how we at Trademate Sports have a value betting algorithm. Zeljko employs over 300 Australians to run his betting system, including analysts, spotters and bettors. It is believed that with his team he bets on every Australian thoroughbred horse race throughout the year, staking over $1 billion. Although he's winning most of the time, the Joker has had his fair share of losers, the biggest coming in the 2005 Melbourne Cup. Known as the race that stops the nation, Zeljko was sure that Maccabi Diva could not win the cup for a third year in a row. Going through all of his statistical analysis, the Joker came to the conclusion that the best bet was against Maccabi Diva. Unfortunately, Maccabi created history that day, and Zeljko lost tens of millions of dollars in the process. One of Zeljko's relatives has publicly stated that Zeljko is a multi-billionaire, but he actually likes to keep a low profile. He even uses an alias name, John Wilson, a combination of his common first name and his wife's maiden name. Zeljko was actually once caught up with the Australian Taxation Office. He was found guilty of funding businesses with gambling profits and not paying taxes. But the ATO and Zeljko settled on a sum that would remain completely anonymous. Now, Trademate Sports won't be able to get you a rebate anywhere, but we will certainly help you beat the bookmakers. So head over to our website, tradematesports.com, and start your value betting journey for free. That brings me to the end of our video on the Joker. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell. See you guys next time. Cheers.